ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। So in Vedanta Artha we saw first one Adhikari Nirnaya, Guru Upasakti and Shodhanam Tvam Tatpada, Aikya, Virodha Parihara. How many we have completed? 5. There are 2 more things are there. So what is Vedanta Artha? The 6th one is sadhana and the 7th one is phala, fruit. So yesterday we saw Virodha Parihara, that is how to resolve or what do we mean by Virodha Parihara. That can take place only with the help of a teacher, a Shrotriya, and also if you get a Brahmanista also, great. Now sadhana and the phalam both we'll take up today. In Vedanta, these two are very unique. Unique sadhana and the phala also is very unique. In a unique way it comes. Now see, in case of upasana is backed by shraddha or faith. Upasana. And upasana, the bhavana is, Ishvara is separated from me. He is other than me now. He is all pervading, but other than me, omnipotent. But I must have a great faith in Ishvara. I must pray to him. I must invoke him. I must reach him. With these thoughts, a upasaka, he continues his practice. Now, in the case of sadhana in Vedanta, the sadhana in Vedanta is search within. It's a search. It's a kojna. It is a sadhana in Vedanta sadhana is turning within and searching. That is Vedanta sadhana. Search by Anusandhanam. With that vastu, whatever we are searching for. With the help of Shastras, we have understood already what is Adhikari. We have understood what is Guru Upasatti. We went to Guru, and Guru also told us what is Twampada and Tatpada Shodhanam. We also understood what is Aikya, the oneness, the only one. We also understood the Virodha Parihara, conflicting statements are resolved, which are there. So we have gone through all that. Now we have reached a sadhana state. That means the seeker who had reached this stage in Vedanta Artha systematically, he knows now what is the meaning of turning within, what is the meaning of search within, and what is the vastu with which I must do anusandhanam. All that now he has understood. So search is within, anusandhanam. But then it is not a simple anusandhanam. It is pramana purvakam. With not that with according to his whims and fancies, but search is authenticated by pramana. Pramana is required. For everything there is a pramana. So pramana purvakam. So with the pramana, when we do anusandhanam with the Ishvara, then what happens? Slowly and steadily, just as the butter, which is all pervading in the milk, is brought about to our experience by churning, similarly, the all pervading reality, who is seated in our heart, he comes to, that is, we experience him. He manifests, in the sense he is already there, but we come to realize him. So this is sadhana in Vedanta. So upasana is Shraddha Mulak and Vedanta is Pramana Mulakam. Pramana Mulakam. Vedanta also has Shraddha, but not that Shraddha which is reposed by Upasaka. He has his Shraddha that there is all pervading reality that is seated in my heart. So regarding the existence of that, he has no doubt. So he has Shraddha in the Tattva. But that is my Swarupa only. It has to be recognized, realized by turning within. And I must employ pramanas. So Vedanta accepts some pramanas. Every system of philosophy has their own pramanas. Some accept some pramana, some may not accept other pramana. So Vedanta में जो प्रमाण एक्सेप्ट किया गया, मान लिया गया, तो with the help of those pramana. So pramana mulakam Vedanta vichara. Now, in upasana, there is avritti, repetition. What is upasana? Repetition. So again and again you do japa, again and again you remember the glories of the Lord. So bar bar, whatever upasana you do, every day you do that. Whatever bhajana you do, whatever kirtana, whatever means that you have employed as a means, that is sadhana of your, वो बार बार दोहराते रहना. That is upasana paddhati. Mantra japa, repeat it. Recalling the glories of the Lord as a bhakta, recall them again and again. So this repetition is a part of upasana. What is avritti? So avritti is sadhana in upasana. But in case of Vedanta, avritti also is there in Vedanta at one stage, at one particular sadhana mein. But in Vedanta, the beauty is, again, every time new arguments, new dialogues, new approaches from new different angles are taken up for contemplation. Because बुद्धि का प्रयोग ज़्यादा होता है वेदांत साधना में. इसका मतलब यह नहीं कि दूसरों को बुद्धि नहीं है, बट यहाँ पे बुद्धि का प्रयोग बहुत ज़्यादा तेज, बहुत बड़ी तेज से होती है इसका प्रयोग. सो डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, विवेक शक्ति, discriminating the false from the real and real from the false, between reality and false. So every time new techniques, new methods are employed for contemplation. एक बार पंचकोश विवेक के द्वारा हम खोज के देखते हैं, एक बार all the त्रिगुणास and त्रिगुण विवेक, एक बार पंचभूत विवेक, एक बार द्वैत विवेक करेंगे, एक बार महावाक्य विवेक करते हैं, डिफरेंट, एक एक बार एक एक. So from all angles you think and try to reach the particular experience, rejecting everything. So you support. Suppose one logic only you gave, and afterwards mind may bring out some other argument from its own whims and fancies to defend your line of thinking. So you must have another argument, another way to think, another way to think. So this antar mathanam, antar sadhana, antar the churning, samudra manthan jaise, it goes on. So this kind of sadhanas, continuously doing vichara, viveka, applying the sword of vichara, inquiry, is the sadhana in Vedanta Shastra. तो उसके लिए we must understand how many ways we can develop discrimination first. So a guru teaches us different techniques, different angles of thinking, different methods of thinking. So if we are not comfortable in one line of thinking, we are unable to get that click or understanding, we can change the line of thinking. So this is the Vedanta vichara. Now, so Vedanta sadhana is what? In Vedanta sadhana, we try to create a buddhi because it is required. Which kind of buddhi? That which is unopposed to the logic mentioned in the Shastras. This has to be trained. So along with the, you cannot have again your own buddhi. So whatever logic you are employing, it should have had scriptural sanction. Vedanta vichara doesn't mean you think according to your own whims and fancies. Yesterday we saw what is the real meaning of Dva Suparna Savija Sakhaya. Why Sakha is there? Why Savija is there? Why Dva Suparna? Means what? Vijatiya. So this kind of a thinking is not trained by us. We are not trained in it. That is a separate sadhana. There is separate training required. So there, while listening to teacher himself, we develop new angles of thinking, for which the base has to be done. So what is pramana? What is vijatiya? What is sajatiya? So the base entire this basic understanding of the Vedanta terminology also has to be understood. How many pramanas are there? So which pramana is applied? Immediately to strike us. So therefore, in this way, the Vedanta sadhana goes on. Now, what is the fruit of this sadhana? Here, Ishtadevata darshanam in case of upasana. The Ishtadevata darshan ka prapti ही the fruit. What is it now? By bringing that Devata Akara Vritti in our mind again and again, Krishna Akara Vritti, Rama Akara Vritti, whatever Vritti we bring again and again repeatedly, then one day we experience Him, the Lord, in that particular form. प्रत्यक्ष भी हो सकता है, हो रहा हुआ भी है, होगा भी. दैट मीन्स एक बार प्रत्यक्ष रूपेण वो जान लिया, इष्ट देवता दर्शन वो मिली, तो दिस उपासक फील्स हैप्पी. बट देयर ही कैनॉट रिमेन हैप्पी फॉर एवर, बिकॉज दैट दर्शन गोज अवे, देन अगेन ही इज इन सॉरो. What happened to gopis? When Bhagavan Krishna disappeared, they were drowned in sorrow. When he appeared, they were happy. Therefore, in the Dvaita Darshanam, this dukkha is not removed. There also dukkham is there. Now, see, Vedanta thinking is different. Now, you cannot bring the logic of bhakti here. भक्ति में क्या, वो दुख भी आनंद देने वाले, ये सब बकवास बंद कर देना यहाँ पे. दैट इज कॉल्ड विरह वेदना. दृढ़ भाव, भगवान मिला नहीं फिर भी मन उधर ही है, तो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग, नो द्वैत, एनी द्वैतम एज पर वेदांत, एज पर वेद, यदि किंचित अंतरम कुरुते अत तत्र भयम भवति. सो दिस वेदांत साधना इज डिफरेंट. सो तद आकार वृत्ति, देवताकार वृत्ति बार बार मन में बिठाने से वी एक्सपीरियंस हिम इन दैट सेम फॉर्म. So in whatever form we want to see Lord, we pray to Lord. मुझे बालकृष्ण रूप में दर्शन दे दो, या गीताचार्य के रूप में दर्शन दे दो, या गोवर्धन गिरिपारोधक के रूप में दर्शन दे दो, राधा जी के साथ मुझे दर्शन दे दो. तो जो मांग है भगवान, you continue repeat that upasana. He will appear you pratyaksha to your own senses in front of you. You feel happy. When they disappear, again you feel unhappy. Again you pray, again they appear. ये चलता रहता है. And upasana is very happy. Upasaka is happy. एक बार दर्शन हो गया, sometimes he feel मुझे भगवान के दर्शन हो गया, बस मोक्ष मिल गया. Some kind of a understanding. तो मैं साकार लोक जाऊंगा, वैकुंठ जाऊंगा, या तो कैलाश जाऊंगा, वहीं रहूंगा, तो इष्ट देवता के साथ. दैट इज मेरे लिए मुक्ति है. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड वेदांत साधना, आई मीन उपासना. सो दिस इज द फ्रूट ऑफ उपासना. सो यहाँ पे क्या हुआ उपासना में, व्हाट विच साधना वी टॉक्ड अबाउट? वी टॉक्ड इन दिस उपासना सगुण साकार उपासना, व्हाट वी मेंशन्ड सो फार. Because it is sa guna along with qualities, sa आकार, आकार के साथ, गुण के साथ भगवान का हम ध्यान किया, तो भगवान भी साकार के साथ, स गुण के साथ हमको दर्शन दिया, वो हो गया फल. Now another उपासना है निराकार उपासना. देखिए निराकार उपासना, second one. This is also upasana only. In nirakar upasana, what happens? We meditate on Paramatma without any form, nirakara Paramatma. But saguna, निराकार है बट भी गुणवान है. नॉट सगुण साकार. फर्स्ट सगुण साकार हो गया. नेक्स्ट वन इज सगुण निराकार. What is Saguna Nirakara sadhana here? Because here in this Nirakara sadhana, Bhagavan cannot be seen with our eyes, but we attribute the qualities such as is Sarvajna, Sarvashaktiman, Sarvavyapi, Dayamaya, most compassionate. These are all gunas. So we contemplate on who is Paramatma, who सर्वांतर्यामी है, सर्वव्यापी है, is a guna. सर्वशक्तिमान गुण, निराकार. So he contemplates on this in case of nirakara upasana, but he is saguna. That Paramatma on whom we are contemplating is nirakar but saguna with qualities. So such a Lord, now saguna sakara upasana में to that upasaka भगवान appears, इंद्रिय प्रत्यक्ष हो जाता है, अपने इंद्रियों के सामने प्रत्यक्ष हो जाता है. In the case of nirakara but saguna sadhana, Paramatma, there he becomes manasa pratyaksha, because saguna gunas are there, but nirakar, sarvashaktiman, sarvavyapi, dayamaya, karmapaladata, sarvadarshi, whatever we call. So he become manasa pratyaksha. So we turn within when we do upasana, we experience his presence. We feel that it becomes pratyaksha to manasa. So manasa pratyaksha it becomes. Then in this way what is happening? By meditating on this Paramatma as nirakara but saguna, then what will happen to our mind? There our vritti, bhakya vritti, totally would turn away from the external world. Totally get turned away, because we are no more interested in sakara. We are always reveling in some kind of trance like feeling, experiencing him. So the mind, vritti, bhakya vritti, for the vritti from the external world, it gets totally focuses within on the Supreme as what? Antaryami rupena. So with the mind is kept alive, mind is alive, mind is not dissolved. So as Antaryami, the Paramatma becomes manasa pratyaksha. So in such a case, what happens? In that case, manasa pratyaksha sadhana mein, हमारा बुद्धि sometimes he sleeps, बुद्धि sleeps in his lap. कभी कभी बाहर आके इस दुनिया में खेलते हैं, कभी कभी वितड्रा हो जाते हैं. This kind of various samadhis. Sometimes you go there, sometimes come out, sometimes become within, sometimes play in the world outside. So बुद्धि का oscillation, it takes place. So क्रीड़ा करते हैं, sports in the world outside, or sleeps in the lap of that mana. So mind is there, buddhi is there. So this kind of that oscillation takes place. यहाँ पे this upasaka is very unique. He says, just as a child offers himself to his mother, similarly this sadhaka upasaka totally offered himself to Paramatma. And whatever Paramatma says, I will do. But his mind is still there, buddhi is still there. So this kind of thing is done, practiced by upasaka, nirakara, but saguna. Now comes, suppose Paramatma is Nirakara. Sir, Nirguna Upasana we started doing. In Paramatma's Upasana, contemplating on Paramatma, we started not even Saguna but Nirakara. Nirakara, Sakarana Nirakara, and not Saguna, Nirguna. So it becomes Nirguna Nirakara Upasana. In Nirguna Nirakara Upasana, there Manasa Pratyaksha also is not possible. Then what happens? In that way, in Nirguna Nirakara Upasana, the Bhranti of Avidya, that Avidya, illusion, the Bhranti or illusion born of Avidya, that is removed in Nirguna Nirakara Upasana. And there is no question of Pratyaksha to Manasa Pratyaksha or Indriya Pratyaksha. Only the Avidya is removed. So, यहाँ पे क्या होता है निर्गुण निराकार उपासना में? All bhavanas are removed, all samskaras are annihilated, and all kinds of vrittis are eliminated. Not only vritti vyapti, but phala vyapti also is removed. So, what is phala vyapti, vritti vyapti we saw earlier also. So, there and phala vyapti also is removed, vritti vyapti is removed. So, there is no question of fruit. If there is a vritti vyapti and also phala vyapti, in the phala vyapti what happens? The recognizer or the knower of the fruit is immediately born. When the knower is born, experiencing the fruit of the particular vritti, then there is dvaita is born. So vritti vyapti bhi band ho gaya, phala vyapti also is not there. Therefore, then such a seeker established himself in his own Swarupa. He realizes that Paramatma Tattvataha, in essence. No more Manasa Pratyaksha, no more Sarvashaktiman Gunas, Nirakara, but Saguna, all these things are gone. So, this is the direct sadhana of Vedanta. So, what is Vedanta sadhana? That Manasa Pratyaksha or Indriya Pratyaksha both are removed. Avidya, which is creating various types of illusion, is annihilated by contemplating upon Nirgun Nirakara, which is difficult. A Swarupa Anusandhanam it is called. It is called Swaswarupa Anusandhanam. So it is Nirguna Nirakara. And there the total annihilation of Avidya pertaining to the true nature of Paramatma is absolutely and totally eradicated. Therefore, this is realizing him, the Paramatma, in this way is the Vedanta sadhana. Now, this is called sadhana. Now, what is phalam now? The seventh one. The phala is, here in Vedanta, this is not born out of, as we said already, vritti jnanam. Because after destroying this avidya, the vritti which destroyed avidya, that vritti also gets destroyed. With the help of vritti only, avidya vrittis are removed. When avidya is what? Vritti rupena bhasate. In our mind, it is all in the form of thoughts only they are expressing this avidya. So where is actually Bhranti? In thought? How that vritti is removed? By bringing another vritti. So now, in this way, what is happening? Afterwards what happens? That vritti which destroyed the avidya completely, that vritti also should get destroyed. So then establishing oneself in one's own swarupa nature after the destruction of avidya, along with the vritti which destroyed the avidya also, that should be destroyed, and then finally established completely in that Paramatma, is the fruit of Vedanta sadhana. That's the phalam. So अब देखिए, where if the cause and effect are real, cause is real, effect is real, then in such case when effect is destroyed, cause is not destroyed, because both are real. Mud and the pot, when the pot is destroyed but its cause mud is real. So if the pot is real, its cause mud also is real. So when pot is destroyed, the mud is not destroyed, mud remains. Now here we let us see, because in that case the relationship between karya karana, the karya karana sambandha was real. Really there is a cause called mud, really its effects are formed, effects are destroyed, but cause remains. Now here again, in the case of cause and effect relationship brought by avidya, that is not real. It's not real. If देखिए, what is avidya? Avidya is ignorance, maya. If you say maya itself is not, then how come maya karya be present real? What is this all jagat? No maya karyam idam jagat. How can this be real? हमारा क्या है, sometimes for arrogance, out of arrogance, कहने के लिए हम कह देते हैं कि अविद्या कुछ नहीं है, माया कुछ नहीं, सब परमात्मा ही है. बट वी एक्सेप्ट अविद्यास कार्य, ये दुनिया सच है, दर्द सच है, भूख सच है, प्यास सच है, रिश्तेदार सच है, झगड़ा सच है, शांति भी सच है. तो झगड़ा झूठ है तो शांति सच है, शांति भी झूठ है. तो सब मान के बैठे हैं हम. Now avidya, the karya karana sambandha which was created by avidya, it cannot be real. Therefore then since all of them are false, therefore avidya cannot become mother to anybody. It can't become real mother, giving birth to various effects or samsara. It cannot. And whatever we consider that they are born due to avidya are in fact never born. Never born. Therefore, the cause and effect relationship is only a bhranti or imagination. Avidya is the सृष्टि created. इस सृष्टि में कार्य कारण संबंध क्या है? Now, therefore, because of this reason alone, that karya karana sambandha created by avidya is illusion. Therefore, that first sentence is important. Therefore, because karya karana sambandha is illusion, but then karya karana sambandha are existing to us in the form of a thought. Therefore, essentially they are illusion, the sambandha. Therefore, vritti jnanam is capable of destroying the avidya. That is Vedanta Siddhanta. Vritti. Vritti jnana means if you continuously create a vritti, all other earlier vrittis of Bhranti are destroyed. Because Bhranti also was created by vritti. It's a thought, because Bhranti cannot be real. If it is real, it is not a Bhranti. And if it is really real and not a Bhranti, it can never be removed. And there is no question of saying that Bhranti is destroyed, because Bhranti, if it is real, you can't destroy it. If Bhranti is unreal, then where is Bhranti existing? Answer is in the mind. Mind is made up of thoughts, so it is existing only in thought. So all Vedanta sadhana, mano, buddhi, ahankara, chittani, naham, that is another vritti. Why now our vritti is, इस सबको मान के बैठे हैं. कहाँ माना? मन में. मन में मान के बैठ गए कि मैं शरीर हूं, वो वृत्ति ही है ये. देव व्हाट इज वेदांत साधना? ना हम देहम. So that vritti is repeated. So when Bhranti, which is created by vritti, one vritti, is deleted, removed by another vritti. So Vedanta sadhana you take. न च श्रोत्र जिह्वे न च ग्राण नेत्रे न च असंगोहम असंगोहम. Why should you say asangoham asangoham? Because I accepted now with my thought that I am a sangi, I am attached. Then another thought, so asangoham asangoham also is vritti jnanam only. Punah punaha satchidananda swarupoham. Why? Now, or because we are experiencing as Asat, Achit and Anananda Rupam. Therefore, Satchidananda Rupoham. By another thought it is. So, भ्रांति जनित वृत्ति को हटाने के लिए आप दूसरी ओर से दूसरा वृत्ति ला के उसका प्रयोग कर रहे हैं. अब सारा वेदांत साधना वृत्ति हो गई कि नहीं? अब मेडिटेशन में बैठते ध्यान में, व्हाट डू यू डू? वृत्ति ज्ञानम ओनली. वन थॉट हॉन्ट्स, मे बी ग्रीड, लस्ट, anger. Then how do you remove it? No, I will not be angry. That is another thought. That means प्रेजेंटली हमारे हाथ में वृत्ति साधना के अलावा और कोई साधना नहीं है. अब रामायण पढ़ो, भागवत पढ़ो, भगवान नहीं है, एक वृत्ति है. नहीं, भगवान हर जगह है और दूसरी वृत्ति है. सो व्हेन आर वी गोइंग बियॉन्ड वृत्ति? So Vedanta sadhana, since karya karana sambandha is avidya, created by avidya, therefore vritti jnanam is capable of destroying this avidya. That is the truth. And because this karya karana sambandha which is seen in this world is only a kalpana, it's an imagination and cannot be real, and that kalpana is created by vritti, and therefore kalpika vritti, it is called kalpita vritti को हटाना. कैसे हटा सकते हैं? दूसरे वृत्ति लाओ. पागल खाना में जाओ आप, यही ट्रीटमेंट होती है. व्हाट इज काउंसलिंग? That's it. I think nobody loves me. Another thought. No, 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 everybody is loving you. Counseling. The pagal will give his own example, or nobody is loving me. And counselor will give his own example, that everybody is loving you. Therefore, everything is vritti. So, kalpana, therefore, vritti jnanam is enough. So, where karya karana sambandha, cause effect are imagined or a kalpana is there, it's only kalpitam, then the effects are dissolved. And wherever, then in that case, when effects are dissolved, cause also gets dissolved. And cause cannot remain. If karya karana is real, let's say mud or gada, then there the mud remains even after destruction of the pot. Because there is nothing solid substance like avidya. अविद्या करके ये कोई वस्तु नहीं है. It is a power which is creating that Bhranti. That power belonging to Brahman. And that is not real substance at all. And that which was not separately cannot exist without that Paramatma, Adhishtanam. So it is a Kalpitam only. It is not a real Jagat. It's a Kalpitam. In the mind. The same word to a Kami Purusha, everything looks as a Kama. To a Jnani, everything becomes Paramatma. To a Bhakta, everything becomes his Leela. To a businessman, everything looks like a money making machine. The world is. To a Rogi, सारा लहब लोग दुख दुख में है करके देखते रहता है वो. And now is afflicted by so many sorrows, he feels whole world is full of sorrows only. जो खुशी खुशी में है वो हर जगह खुशी खुशी दिखती है. हम सब बड़ा पागल खाने में बैठे हैं और अपने आप को सोचते हैं कि महाज्ञानी है. Because we has listened 2, 3, 4 classes. सब बड़ा पागल, ये बड़ा पागल था. और therefore, in this way, Vedanta accepts vritti jnanam alone as a direct means. Because vritti jnana alone direct means, और कोई ज्ञान नहीं चाहिए. Because vritti is only creating problems. So दूसरा वृत्ति लाते रहो. Remove that Bhranti by another vritti. And करते 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 क्या होगा? Ultimately, its phalam is when all the effects are dissolved, there is nothing like cause which is remaining separate from effects. Therefore, the final fruit is destruction of avidya. Whereas in the mud and the pot, all pots are dissolved, are destroyed, but mud still remains. But यहाँ पे कार्य कारण संबंध is illusion. It's not real kalpitam, imagination only. Therefore, when all effects are removed by vritti, ultimately we will reach a fruit called the final ending of avidya itself. So, in any other sadhana you take, you are accepting one more vritti as real. So, one Bhranti vritti is replaced by another Bhranti vritti. Bas. Krishna alone is real, eternal Krishna, Bhranti. Shiva alone is real, that form I am talking about, not Tattva. Tattva is one. Or I am alone correct, this Rupa alone is correct. Vaikuntha alone is real. Vishnu Bhaktas alone are real. Shiva Bhaktas are real. Shiva Bhaktas alone are real. A sub one Bhranti you are replacing by another Bhranti. When you go to any Punya Kshetra, there some pandas will come and take your phone number also. And they think that on all the earth, that place alone is the real Punya Kshetra. And they बार बार आपको फोन बुलाते रहते हैं, बाबा जी आप कब आएंगे, ये तो महास्वर्ग है, यही कैलाश है, यही वैकुंठ है, कब आएंगे. दो तीन बार फोन करके थक के फिर चुप हो जाते हैं. भ्रांति. दुनिया से सबसे बड़ा यही जगह है और कोई जगह नहीं है, आप यहीं पर बैठो, कोई कहता है. समवेयर, सपोज यू आर डूइंग समवेयर, कोई दिखता है, बोलते ये यही जगह है दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा जगह, आप यहीं बैठो, यहीं बैठो ना, दिखाते हैं आपको हाथ से, ये यहीं बैठो. भ्रांति. So we are replacing one Bhranti by another Bhranti. We are not removing them. But Vedanta sadhana is that vritti which removes the Bhranti. It is not replacing. Now you understood what is Vedanta sadhana. So therefore, in fact, in our true Swarupa, there is neither a sadhana nor any phalam. So in the vritti level only sadhana is going on, and the phala is realized. That is our own Swarupa. Avidya destruction is a fruit, and then what remains is our own Swarupa. In our Swarupa, there is neither sadhana nor phalam. To recognize that you are a man or woman, what sadhana is required to be done? Nothing. Therefore, so this vritti ultimately, which is capable of destroying all other vrittis, is penultimate vritti, ultimate vritti, not penultimate. Afterwards, there is no question of concept of vritti at all. That ultimate vritti which is created by a seeker in the sadhana, reaching at that level, is called Akhanda Brahmakara vritti. And that Akhanda Brahmakara vritti, it remains, it's a step which you cannot avoid. And it remains only for some time, very few seconds according to our time. Only some time. And that also burns away. That Brahmakara vritti, Akhanda Brahmakara vritti, which consumes all other vrittis, and after destroying all other vrittis, this Akhanda Brahmakara vritti also gets burned itself. And what is the function of Akhanda Brahmakara vritti? This Akhanda Brahmakara vritti removes the avaranam. The wheel is totally removed. In any other vritti, wheel is replaced by another wheel. अभी तो मैं दुख, for example, I don't have a job, so I am suffering. Then I have another thought, now I am unemployed, therefore I am suffering. So when I get employment, my suffering will end. These two thoughts. So employment you get. With the employment you get, the suffering as unemployed ended. But suffering as employee starts. You take anything. Why? You replaced one role by another role. You take any step in life. I am akela, मैं घूम रहा हूँ. If I have one ashram, from Parivrajaka to ashram when I construct, I become Kshetra Sannyasi, then I can remain happy. So the Parivrajaka, I am Parivrajaka. So another thought had gone. I am therefore wandering. कोई ठिकाना नहीं है मुझ मेरे लिए. तो बन गया आश्रम. Then I became Kshetra Sannyasi. I renounce everything and accept remaining in the kshetra only the rest of my life. So then another problem begins. I am so far bachelor, so now let me get married. So बैचलर में रहना है इसीलिए बहुत दिक्कत हो रही है खाने पीने का. And what is the guarantee that wife will cook? You may have to cook for her afterwards. Another Bhranti. And she comes. And okay, even she cooks, then bachelor problems ended, husband problem started. So one Bhranti, you are trying to replace it with another Bhranti. This is called Dunyadari ka sadhana. मेरे लिए घर नहीं है, घर बना लिया तो खुशी मिलेगी, तब मैं घर वाला बनूंगा. नो पहले तो बन चुका है, वो घर वाला अलग है. अच्छा अच्छा, वो शादी करने के बाद जो घर वाला बनता है वो अलग है. अच्छा, ये असली घर वाला नया घर बना दिया. बनाने के बाद you feel you are happy, then as a owner problem started now. वृत्ति as a owner, I own this house. इससे पहले एटलीस्ट when you are in rented house, you only tell the house owner, ये पाइप ठीक से काम नहीं कर रहा है, शाम तक ठीक करना है, ठीक है, मैं जा रहा हूँ ऑफिस. वो ओनर भागता है पाइपलाइन के लिए, अपना पैजामा कुर्ता पहन के दौड़ो दौड़ो दौड़ो. अभी तो तुमको तो ड्राइव दौड़ना पड़ रहा है. पागलपना है कि नहीं? तो वन प्रॉब्लम रिप्लेस विद अनदर प्रॉब्लम. ये दुनियादारा प्रॉब्लम, दुनियादारी सॉल्यूशंस. Vedanta sadhana. In any sadhana you do, if you are replacing one vritti by another vritti, another problem. So only one akhanda brahmakara vritti is capable of destroying all vrittis, and that akhanda brahmakara vritti itself will get destroyed after removing the avidya. Any other vritti you do, any sadhana we do, in any loka, it is only we are replacing one problem by another problem. By removing one vritti by and replacing with another vritti. So the avarana is totally, this veiling is totally removed, covering is totally removed. The curtain between Jiva and Paramatma is totally removed. This avarana is completely peeled off. This Akhanda Brahmakara Vritti. So it's like a pinnacle. Slowly we keep reaching that acme of perfection. And as we started climbing that mountain, which is like a cone shape, so the width, the base, the size of the width, the length of the width, whatever you call, width slowly gets reduced and reach peak. At one point of time, it means what? All other various bhrantis are kept on destroying and they never come back again. In Vedanta sadhana. And then slowly when you go at Akhanda Brahmakara Vritti, and that Vritti destroys everything. And so just as camphor brings fragrance also. This is not a camphor, it's actually what we are in petroleum product only. The karpura, which is also used in food also to eat. It can be used in food. Not this camphor. Karpura Gauram. And then that very beautiful fragrant smell of kapur. So that ultimately that also is burnt off. That light, camphor light, which shows you the Lord, which purifies, which it removes darkness, and that light also goes away, and then you alone remain. So Akhanda Brahmakara Vritti, after destroying all the vrittis, consuming all other vrittis, this also gets consumed. And this is the phala of Vedanta. So Vedanta phala is what? Avidya nivritti. Total avidya nivritti. There is no question of replacing one bhranti with other bhranti here. In any other sadhana, Even you go to Ishtadevata Loka, there also Dvaita is there. And therefore there also jealousy might come. What happened to Jay Vijay? Ahankar aa gaya, to niche gir gaya ki nahi? Even though they were with Lord Vishnu, they also developed Ahankar. You go to Brahmaloka, there also you can develop Ahankar. We go to Kailash, there also we can develop Ahankar. So, in Vedanta, this avidya is totally removed and oneness is realized. Then alone, ultimate peace, permanent, forever, is realized, is dawned. So, in the phala is, Vedanta phala is total nivritti of avidya. In any other sadhana you take, it is always replaced by other vritti. But in Vedanta, sadhana is unique. So thus we completed Vedanta Artha Sara Sangraha Bhutamidam Prakarana Chatushtayam. This Prakarana Chatushtayam, Agam Prakarana, every Prakarana, all other Prakaranas, Advaita, Vaitatya Prakarana, Advaita Prakarana, all these Prakaranas is the essence of the Vedanta Artha. Saram it is. So that we will, I am thinking now, should I start tomorrow for a few bit, again leave you for 1 month, so that you forget what I said? Or Lagatar continuously take up from 17th to 23rd next month, so that continuity thought will be there. I thought of at least completing some portion today to see some end, reach some end, so that we can, but now there is no time. So we think we'll start better next month, say fresh again, with directly into the textbook now. So Atayeva, so Prakarana Chatushtayam, we'll read this. Omiti etad aksharam idam sarvam tasya upa vyakhyanam Vedantartha Sara Sangraha Bhutamidam Prakarana Chatushtayam Om iti etad aksharam iti ityadi arabhyate. Ataeva na pratak sambandha abhideya prayojanani vaktavyani. Yanyevatu Vedante sambandha abhideya prayojanani tanyeva iha bhavitumarhanti. Tathapi prakarana vyachikyasuna sankshepatah vaktavyani. That we will take up now. Just Acharya speaks about Anubandha Chatushtayam and goes ahead. The Prayojanam ke saath Acharya starts. I think we'll start next month. Okay? Continuity of the thought is more important. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Arihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Arihi Om Sadgurunad Maharaj Ki Jai.